Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. Well, the loss of the UPND in Chawama seems to be sticking around. This should be like a week after the elections. And one person that is not taking that loss very lightly is the person that contested, the UPND candidate. So as you may be aware, the Republican President Hakainde Hichilema, and a number of official UPND platforms have congratulated FDD for winning that by-election, even crediting the fact that it was a peaceful campaign period and also a peaceful election and also announcement of results. But I don't know who's advising the guy that has lost, but he's been, a number of videos have been circulating from a time that he lost, that I'm pretty sure you've seen online. It seems like he was too overconfident that he was going to pick that by-election, and he thought it's just a walk in the park, because the videos that have circulated online, I'm pretty sure you've seen them by now. I think I had posted them on even this platform when they started circulating, where he was even saying, no, now when I become member of parliament of Chawama, I'm going to become minister, and then also my brother is going to become PS. Like, I don't know where that confidence is coming from, because if he was that good in that he was in good books with President Hakainde Hichilema like that, where he could be a minister, he would have been a nominated member of parliament, because the president has those powers to nominate. I think at the moment in the current constitution, it should be like, is it 11 or 8 people as nominated members of parliament? Obviously, with a new amended Bill 7, it's been extended, or as you may be aware, new parliamentary seats have been added to that. But as things stand, if he was so sure that the president could appoint him, he would have been nominated as a member of parliament and also appointed as minister. But I don't know if it was that overconfidence. He was all over the place, posting he's got a number of wealth, he doesn't need the parliamentary seat. Now, the funny thing is, I don't know if that's the way he's deciding to process his loss. He said in some of the videos that circulated, he was saying he does not need to become member of parliament because the salary that members of parliament receive is less than what he earns from his houses and a number of places. So if that's true, then why are you fighting to say the election that you lost was you are supposed to win? Because the reasons that he's using on why he should pretty much the Chawama elections should be nullified don't hold any water. I think it's just they say, is it 5 stages of grieving, where there's denial and then anger or some sort. So I don't know. I think he's going through those stages of grief of that process. Because one thing that is very clear is that the likelihood of him being the candidate for the UPND in August is highly unlikely. That guy that you see next to him, the one in the red t-shirt holding a microphone, that was the initial UPND candidate for Chawama constituency. But because the Chawama by-elections were being held under the pretext of the voter register of the people that had voted in Chawama in 2021, and the guy holding the mic wasn't a voter in Chawama in 2021, hence he couldn't stand as a member of parliament. That's why they had to opt for this other guy that was picked. So he knows definitely now that he's already, the guy holding a microphone was already the likely candidate. Coming in August, he's likely to be the UPND candidate in Chawama. So he knows that. Hence, he's trying to fight as much as possible to have the vote nullified, the recent by-election nullified, so that he can probably win the election and obviously be picked by the UPND in August. Because it's very likely, whoever he wins, it's like the PA for the FDD. They are likely not going to change who the candidate is for Chawama election, because the candidate that was there has already won. Elections are just months away. So that guy will not even leave Chawama. He was just going to be on the ground campaigning for for August, because that's where the game is. These by-elections are just short, because parliament should be nullified. Is it in May? In end of March or April, thereabout, parliament will be nullified.
and then campaign period will be activated. So the period where they're going to spend in parliament is very short right now. Hence, the focus is August. So he knows the likelihood of him, the UPND losing candidate in Chawama, being picked in August is a no-no. So there are a number of fights. So one of the news headlines is saying FDD filed complaint against the UPND candidate over alleged premature declaration of Chawama by-elections. So those are some of the arguments. So according to Phoenix FM, the UPND losing candidate in Chawama urged to accept defeat and move on. So a number of people have been telling him to say, my brother, you simply lost the election. It's as clear as that. From within the party, a number of people have acknowledged to say there are a number of lapses that they had done that made the loss. So meaning they've acknowledged the loss. The Republican president has congratulated the opponent. So I don't know why he's focusing on that. So a number of people are just simply saying, my friend, just move on. There in the comment section, you can see Sydney Kawamba simply saying, no matter what, move on. So people are wondering to say, yo, dude, haven't you moved on from this election? You lost them. And from the sound of things, the way he was sounding in those videos, he was like, no, he didn't need to become a member of parliament. So if he didn't need to become a member of parliament, then why are you crying and fighting? It's simply not living in reality. That's all it is. The fact is that he did want to become a member of parliament for a long period of time. And now that loss, and he knows it has slipped off his hands, and the likelihood of him being adopted by the UPND is miles apart. They will go back to the guy they wanted, who's already on the ballot, on the voters list for 2026. So he knows this has slipped off his hands. And him being a nominated member of parliament by the Republican president is highly unlikely, because the president would have already nominated him in the previous cabinet. So he's too overconfident with very little to show for it. It's as simple as that. So Phoenix FM Zambia says, the Forum for Democracy and Development, FDD, has announced that it will file a formal complaint against the United Party for National Development, UPND candidate in Chawama parliamentary by-election, Morgan Munda, and his party over alleged misconduct and that occurred prior and to the official announcement of results. FDD spokesperson Anthony Chibuye says the party is concerned that the UPND candidate and party officials alleged prematurely declared himself a winner of a by-election before the Electoral Commission of Zambia released the official results. So pretty much they're also playing politics there, pretty much. This ship has sailed. Let them just move on. But another effect that is coming in from the same Chawama by-elections is Sampa. Sampa content with the role he played to ensuring the UPND does not win Chawama seat. But in other news, as I'm speaking right now, Sampa is still in police cells. So he was arrested 2 nights ago. So he has spent 2 nights in police custody as a result of what occurred from the Chawama by-elections. So if the day plays out today, he's not released, then he's going to spend 3 nights in police custody. So this is a statement that is being attributed to Sampa and the reason why he's in police custody. So I put up a statement which was screenshot. They say, Chawama residents tipped us that the Electoral Commission of Zambia has opened an illegal tent polling station in Ilai Road, and a non-member of parliament was seen ferrying voter there from Chilanga. We reported to the police, and the fake polling station, the fake polling station being dismantled. So a bash vote rigging. So it's that statement where I was referring to that tent there, and yeah, so that's why Imam Sampa is in pretty much police custody. So the UPND put up this post also. They're saying how lying Sampa could have caused the loss of lives. So and then the UPND said falsehood can lead to a loss of lives. It not only well handled, if not all well handled. Imagine if people rose and bent down the ECS structure and became uncontrollable. They became violent and attacking the ECZ officials, and the Zambia police reacted. How many lives would have been lost just because just because of the careless of one person named Kilometer Sampa? So pretty much referring to Sampa there, and the reason why he was arrested. And Patriotic Front Material Member of Parliament, this is still Phoenix FM. So Patriotic Front Material Member of Parliament, Sampa says he is content with the role that he played in ensuring that the United Party for National Development, UPND, did not scoop the Chawama seat. And Mr. Sampa told the Phoenix FM News in an interview that he is ready to pay the price for defending the legacy of former President Edgar Chagalungu, even if it means being sent to prison. This follows a decision by the Republican Progressive Party RPP reported Mr. Sampa to police over a misleading statement he made during the just ended Chawama by-elections regarding to the existence of a fake polling station, citing his comment is capable of causing public attention despite him apologizing to the Electoral Commission of Zambia. So that's another thing that is coming up to say, because if you remember, ECZ had given Sampa 48 hours to apologize or get sued. So now another section of society is asking to say, if you had publicly apologized as they agreed in law, you lawyers in the comment section can advise, how does that work out? Where, for example, if someone has defamed you and then you demand they apologize or you sue them, if they apologize, can you use the same apology as a pretext for suing them, or how does that work? Because that's the case in the situation with Sampa, because this is that demanded to say he publicly apologized, and I'm pretty sure you saw it in my previous broadcast where I think there should be even a broadcast where Sampa is apologizing, tagged as Sampa apologizes for his statement. So if he did what had been demanded of him legally, then on what grounds is he being detained again? You can explain how that works, you lawyers, in the comment section. Can someone be held accountable for something that you have demanded for them to apologize publicly, and then you sue them for the same thing? Anyway, that's the situation here. So Smart Eagles had reported, so breaking news, Material Member of Parliament and Patriotic Front Deputy Secretary General for Politics, Sampa, has been arrested and detained at Central Police Station there. So that's what's going on. Those are the images when Sampa went to report himself at a police station earlier on, and he was arrested about 2 nights ago. And you can see, given Winda was part of the entourage, and a number of people went with him there. And then also, Kasonde Mwenda says, Chawama, release Sampa from police custody. That was an illegal polling station. He was right. So according to Kasonde Mwenda, EFF president, he doubles down and he says, actually, Sampa was right. So I don't know if Kasonde Mwenda has to be included in that case, since he seems to insist that's the situation. And in other news, Chifetari says, so why should police follow? Why should police follow him if you are not decided? And how far are you with Ali Banda? Meanwhile, you haven't paid farmers yet. You expect to win in Kasama. So Chifetari is ranting there. People are simply asking to say, is he flip-flopping on who is supporting as we head into August general elections? He simply says, how does the UPND expect to win by-elections in Kasama if the farmers even up to now have not been paid? And the rain season is almost coming to an end. Then Mass Newspaper says, Q miners order condemned. Akaide Chidema instructs army to exterminate God's site trespassers. So that's in the Mass Newspaper. That's in the Daily Nation. I am fine, busy at my farm. Akaide Chidema. Aka, I spent it's in the Daily Liberation. They wish me dead, but I am here working for the people. Hakainde Ichilema, that's in the News Diggers. And police detain Sampa. Hakainde Ichilema accuses Maos of crime over Electoral Commission of Zambia illegal polling station. So this is extracts from the voice note or the voice call that the president gave to Diamond TV, where Tabo Kawana called him on air. Judiciary to blame for PF wrangles. That's in the Daily Nation. Hakainde Chidema went to rest ahead of a hectic election. Yeah, government. So the government simply says, hey, the president is simply recouping as we're likely to go into a campaign season. So it's taking the necessary rest before it becomes busy as we head into the general elections. And that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. Have a beautiful day.